DJ Pancake coming at you live with some ill shit like as usual. I know y'all like, damn nigga, when you gonna get to these shows and events, when you doing parties, when you doing this. Well, you know what I'm saying? You can book me. You can subscribe to the channel. You can like, share, subscribe. You can book me. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, my prices are fair. It's reasonable. It's posted on the top of this screen and this billboard. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I mean, like, I don't think you can miss unless you're trying to. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know the number at the bottom of the screen too as well. You know what I'm saying? Tap into stuff. I know y'all probably like, Dad, Cake, why you guys tapping into everything? I mean, like, I'm trying to have you tap into everything. Like, linked up, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, looking good for the summer. You know what I'm saying? My summer prices are outstanding. Tremendous. You know what I'm saying? Stupendous. You know what I mean? And I mean, like, and you ain't gotta love me to hate me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta love me to hate me. You ain't gotta love me to hate me. You know what I'm saying? So, what I was gonna say, yeah, y'all say today's topic. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to throw out there. You know what I mean? Because I know y'all probably feeling like, yo, Cake, are you mentally? You know what I'm saying? My mental state is good. Because for one, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't put pressures on my friends and friendships. You know what I'm saying? Shit, or people who I would call friends, or have called my friend. You know what I mean? I don't put pressure on my friends. You gotta, you gotta, you gotta keep it greasy. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, after a certain age, you know what I mean? At certain stages in our lives, or times in our lives, you know what I'm saying? Or life just life, and goddamn, your friends aren't who they used to be, or you may not socialize with them as much as you once did before. You know what I mean? It's like driving in a fast car on a highway, and you got a bumper that's messed up. After a certain speed limit, that shit's gonna come off. You know what I mean? The training wheel's gonna come off. You know what I mean? In any relationship. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, shit, you might need help. In some situations, some areas, some terrain, you might need help. You might need a fucking yacht to get you from point A to point B. And I know you might say, damn, Cake, how you gonna say a motherfucker need a goddamn yacht? You know what I mean? Just to get from point A to point B and be safe and live life and shit and sustain. Why can't he just take a little rowboat? You know what I mean? Or a ship, a regular just ship. You know what I mean? Ships cost more than yachts. You know what I'm saying? But a boat does less than what a yacht would. You know what I mean? So you want to be right there. You want to be good with whatever you're doing. But like I said, but to put that type of pressure on your friends to say that they have to come at you with a yacht, your personal preference is a yacht. Cool. That's what's up. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You'd rather be safe in a yacht. You know what I mean? Or feel safe and feel like you've been saved while you're in the yacht. You know what I mean? It's definitely more luxury looking than a ship. But the ship, baby, is definitely gonna be more if you're out all the way out in the parts of the ocean, how deep in the ocean you are, or trying to go, or just fucking around and just find yourself at. You know what I mean? And just like with finances, you know what I'm saying? We be having currency that be like definitely on pinching the lanes of. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's definitely like pinching the lanes of where you're having to choose between more than what you mean. Or what you mean? You know what I mean? I mean, like you gotta pick and choose what you really want, what you really want out of the situation, man. Because life ain't gonna hand you apples and grapes all the time. Life ain't gonna be sturdy and straightforward with you. That shit already might have been already brewing way over the time limit. And just like YouTube right now, they don't like having me reach out to you guys, or y'all guys not chiming in with me like they used to. But it's okay. It's all right. I know y'all got used to this shit. Y'all like, well, he's not gonna do nothing crazy. He's just gonna keep the opinionated. But we gotta stop putting pressures on our friends. You know what I'm saying? Shit like expectation, living our dreams vicariously through them. I mean, like if you, it's no such thing as a person in today's time that is actually like genuine to the point where you live, you look at them and they're gonna be like, okay, yeah, they're gonna be the same, and shit's gonna stay the same. Nah, shit changes. We're already in rocket climates. You know what I'm saying? And when a person say they can do what they can do for you, you know what I'm saying? That's what they can do. You know what I mean? And unless a person's rich, you know what I'm saying, really nobody should be having a casual conversation with anybody for anything, for any reason. Casual conversation should not be for anyone that's not rich. I mean, like, let's keep it a whole buck. Let's keep it 1,000. Let's really talk what's really going on. I mean, like, nobody should have a casual conversation with anyone, any person. There's no such thing as a casual conversation. You know what I mean? No one has that luxury. Time is luxury. Like how they made that movie with Justin Timberlake, and that's real shit. Poor people don't have no type of time. You know what I'm saying? And it takes time out the day to do everything that that you need to do. And like I said, unless you a rich motherfucker, you know what I mean? Unless you're a rich motherfucker, you're not gonna have that time to do everything. Time is not gonna be on your side. You know what I mean? Because money can expand time. Money is the quality that expands the time. You know, and say, you know what I'm saying, she'll say you're in a relationship with a female, you know what I mean, or they're trying to be in a relationship with someone, you know what I mean, and they got 1,000 damn different things that they got to do. You know what I'm saying? And they have a religious situation that's hindering you guys from having fun. You know what I mean? So being sexually active with each other. You know what I'm saying? Money can loosen all that shit the fuck up. Yeah. And I mean, like, money can really loosen that shit all the way the fuck up. You know what I mean? And I mean, like, sad to say, but it's true. And I mean, like, whether you feel like it can't, I mean, shit, hey, you're a fucking lie. You're stupid. You know what I mean? Money can loosen that shit all the way the fuck up. You know what I mean? Because all it takes is a brother to sit back and, you know what I'm saying, do his due diligence. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Shoot. If her rent has shot up, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, $300 or some shit, boom. Guess what? That means that's a door for you. You can't let today's troubles be what keeps you from getting to your goal. You know what I mean? Exceeding and getting your goal. Because like I said, nobody talks to anybody without a goal, without a mission, without a purpose. Nobody has a casual conversation. without being rich. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, if a person is that you're interested in is around other guys and other men, just know that them niggas is trying to fuck. You know what I'm saying? And if they're not trying to fuck and they're gay, then they're definitely talking about fucking. You know what I'm saying? Shit, and introducing and bringing her around niggas, and you know what I'm saying? Shit, and might even be tempting her to fuck, or using her as a lure so that they could fuck some weird gay bisexual ass nigga that want his fucking shit chopped off like that. You know what I mean? So I mean, like, it's a lot of shit that's out here, man. Y'all gotta. I'm just giving you some real shit. All these celebrities, they like talking crazy and shit on their podcasts and shit. Like, they really got the inside scoop on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I mean, like, some of them do. You know what I mean? Shit, you got P. Diddy's out there, but P. Diddy ain't made no motherfucking podcast. The niggas that really got the inside scoop, like, that's scary and would goddamn frighten the fuck out you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So you're not gonna see them on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? And that's facts. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody wants to feel like their business could be put out there like at any given moment just for that nigga could have some ratings pop up on his shit. Nobody's not doing nothing for no minimum shit that, you know what I mean? And so therefore your whole life history, past, present, be actively out there, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, and nobody's doing nothing for free, basically. That's my whole speech. You know, that's my whole spiel to some shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless that nigga's rich. You know what I mean? A rich motherfucker is the only person that could really have a real relationship with a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And a casual conversation with a motherfucker. And then, because they have time. They have the time for that bullshit. You know what I mean? Casual conversation. And if you counting me talking to you right here about this type of shit as me having a casual conversation, then you's a dumb fucking idiot. You think I'm sitting back here wasting my fucking time talking to you niggas? Nah, nigga, I'm spilling the goddamn game so I could get fucking views in the motherfucking game that would allow a nigga like myself. Man, I mean, like, I'm trying to do this for my next generation of kids. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, for my offsprings. You know what I'm saying? And their offsprings, and create generational wealth. If you got this podcast or this little page or channel confused for something else, then that was your fault. I didn't tell you that I was out here for any of that. That did not come out of my mouth. Not once. You know what I mean? I'm out here to get this cream just like everybody else. You know what I mean? But do I make me like everybody else? No. Because I strategically pick topics and spun them enough to where it's digestible to the masses. You know what I'm saying? I make my shit digestible, and that's me just giving you the formula. I just gave you a whole formula. I could create my own monsters. You know what I'm saying? Because I give them just enough ingredient to grow, but not to take over my whole show. And also, I mean, like, yeah, it could be a monster could be already full grown, and they get this information and they can goddamn blow the fuck up. But guess what? Before they soak up anything, they have to understand everything that's in the content. You know what I mean? They can't just take a little piece and goddamn run with it. And not for me to be able to pick up and my shit catch speed and as soon as they apply it to these shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean what that means. That's whether if it shows up anywhere in their lifestyle.